Your dream girl era will require ruthlessness. And you're probably like,
what do you mean by that? Why do I have to be ruthless to be my dream girl?
and here's the thing, a lot of people are just meandering through life, letting life happen to them, letting life and the fear and the doom and the gloom and everything from the external world just pour into their internal world and dictate who they think they can become and also their perception of self. And so you have to be very ruthless with your energetic boundaries when you are becoming your dream girl. Welcome to Alari Lifestyle. I am Odemi Pesu, the CEO of Alari Art Gallery and Alari Fashion Boutique. So in today's video, I want to talk about what it means to be your dream girl and why it has nothing really to do with aesthetics, trends, or external approval, and why you have to actually be a bit ruthless, a bit savage, if you want to step into your dream ideal life. And I am speaking from experience, okay? You're gonna have to step on some toes. And honestly, it's not always gonna be like on purpose. Sometimes people are going to literally require you to be savage in order to navigate around their negativity, their envy, their jealousy, whatever they got going on. You are going to have to be like, eyes on the prize, ruthless about your time, ruthless about your energy. You are someone so special, and as you ascend in your life and continue to do what your soul came down to this earthly realm to do, we've talked about this a little bit in my video where I talk about Ifa's spiritual philosophy and the concept of Ori Orun, your higher self. And like, as you ascend to your higher self, you are going to notice that not everybody is on that frequency. We talk a lot about spirituality on this channel and how it integrates with our expressions of beauty, of divine feminine energy, and also our power. And this is a little bit of that dark feminine energy because there is light and dark, there is yin and yang. And as much as the divine feminine is love and light and rainbows and, you know, beauty, pastels, she is also destruction. She is also rebirth. She is also a little bit vindictive when she needs to be, because look at the earth. There's a reason why sometimes there are just fires, sometimes there are just tsunamis, and people like to ignore climate change. People like to ignore the fact that because everything is so connected, you have to really be cognizant of the fact that who you are and who you are becoming matters for the health of the world. Really, when it comes down to building your dream life, you have these dreams, right? You have these aspirations and you have them so deeply and so potent within you that you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. So it's real, honey. Like it's real, okay? Like in the quantum field, there is a version of you already doing those things. And you may be thinking, okay, so how can I get from here, point A to point B? And yeah, it's going to take action, but that action has to be aligned with your perception of self. So I've been reading Power of Imagination by Neville Goddard. It's a book that I highly recommend. And just a few pages ago, I was reading this yesterday. Basically, Neville Goddard was saying that your future, there are so many ways, so many expressions of your future self. And it's not necessarily based on the actions that you take that will get you to your ideal future. It's really about your perception and your attitude. And you have to be very, very ruthless with your perception of self. So this means if you know you see yourself as a multi-millionaire CEO, you see yourself as a successful woman, why are you still hanging out with people, women especially, because there's a thing about, you know, mean girl energy is like the antithesis of dream girl energy. And there's a lot of women who are subconsciously still at that frequency. I blame social media because it has normalized bullying to an extent that I just think is very harmful. However, I digress. But you are going to have to stop hanging around people who don't see you how you see yourself. I'm not advocating for just having friendships where, you know, people are always telling you, yes, 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 yes. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you know you see yourself as deserving of the best things in life, and you are actively aligning your actions and your belief systems and just how you move through the world with that self-concept, it will definitely harm your progress if you are around somebody who's like, oh, wow, really? You're really gonna do that? Oh, I could never. I had to cut those people out a long time ago, okay? Because I've had people like that in my life who throw the little subtle shots, who like to, you know, kind of bring up things to try to embarrass me as they see me progressing and ascending. And at this point in my life, I find it comical. Maybe years ago when I was in college, like 2021, I couldn't really understand how to, you know, enact energetic boundaries. And I was so concerned with being perceived as nice. That's another thing. Who said you have to be nice? I always tell people I'm not nice. I'm a kind soul. Don't get it twisted, but I am not nice, because I think nice people seek the approval of others so that they can feel better about themselves. But here's the thing, my identity is rooted in my understanding that God created me. They did not make me, so they cannot break me. The people on this world, I don't care what they think about me. I care about knowing that I came here to do something. I came here to be a physical expression of divine gifts that God gave to me, that my soul had before she decided to be here in this earthly realm. And I owe it to my soul, to my higher self, to express that. So I don't care if somebody thinks I'm doing too much. I don't care if somebody thinks, oh, wow, she's always trying to do something new. She's always. Who cares? Who cares what people think? And I know it's easier said than done. It really is. But when you really get into alignment with God, and when you really get clear on what it is your higher self is expressing in the quantum field, and aligning with that, aligning with her, you will feel so free and you will feel so liberated that when you start to notice that there are people trying to bring your frequency down as you express this dream girl energy within you, you will just have no qualms with letting them go with love. And it's not about hating people. It's not about, I do not preach hate on this channel. Like, it's all about being in the love frequency. And I'm gonna do another video on how you can lead with love and how you can rest in the love frequency and how it makes your life a lot better and more peaceful. But the love frequency begins with you. You cannot love anybody more than you love yourself. It's a recipe for disaster. When you are committed to loving who you are, even as you are in progress, even as you are ascending, as you are climbing that, you know, metaphorical mountain to get to your dreams and to get to your promised land, you can begin to understand that, oh wow, out of self-love, I don't need to tolerate BS. I don't need to give a fuck. Like, excuse my French, but like literally there is a subtle art of not giving a fuck, okay? Like, and that's the second and final F-bomb I will drop in this video, because I'm just really passionate about this as somebody who years ago used to feel like I had to keep certain people in my life because of whatever, because of, you know, perceptions. So I don't want it to seem like I'm always, you know, cutting people off. But the thing is, these people are not concerned with the fact that they're always trying to bring you down. These people are not thinking to themselves, oh my gosh, why am I saying these mean things to this person? No, they are just going around spreading misery, projecting their negativity and their frustrations onto women who are actually doing the damn thing, who are stepping into their power and saying, yes, I can. Yes, why not? Yes, I deserve this. There's a quote by Naomi Campbell that I love. And she says, I make a lot of money and I am worth every cent. And that's the kind of self-concept I've had to adopt as a CEO, as a business owner. And the thing is, I know for myself where I see Alare going. I know where I see my business expanding. And I'm a visionary, always have been. When I knew I was going to get a full ride to the Ivy League, I saw it in my dreams before it manifested in the physical. I knew that it was going to happen. Were there people around me? even people, close to me who were like, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you're gonna do? Don't you wanna have a backup? And I was like, why would I have a backup when I already know that this is what is going to happen? And you have to be ruthless like that. Like, you have to be like, no, plan A is the plan and this is what we're doing. And I'm not saying don't be flexible. I'm not saying don't give the universe room to work and, guide you forward. That is definitely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you know where you are headed, if you have a vision and you are committed to it and you feel that it is already done, it's because it is already done. And it's because you were already meant to do it. So you have to be ruthless, okay? Because you don't want to wake up years from now thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I let Sally Sue convince me to give up my dreams. Oh, if only, like, no, we don't want to have regrets. I don't believe in regrets. That's another conversation. But I believe in, just trying. We only have this one life. We only have this one try on this earth. And you are worth the dedication. You are worth the devotion to your dream life expressing itself in this world. So don't pay attention to what everybody else got going on. Stick to your energetic boundaries and also listen to your intuition. Listen to your discernment. Just the other day, I was speaking to somebody. I had been picking up vibes lately, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like this person has some type of like subtle resentment towards the life I'm living. I'm getting spoiled, I'm getting wined and dined, I'm doing all this like fun stuff because I do think dating is fun. And I think it's very fun to be a woman. Like, in my life, I'm having a good time and I know the challenges that I'm overcoming, but I don't let it like bring me down, and I definitely don't project it onto others. But as I was having this conversation, I wanted to share something personal with this person, and then they said something very disrespectful, but it was so subtle that when I called it out, they were like, what? You always think that I'm saying something offensive to you. And I'm just like, yeah, This is the last time we gonna be kikiing like this, because you got something going on and I don't need that in my aura field right now, because I am ascending. It was my intuition and my discernment that stopped me from disclosing something very personal that could probably be used against me or thrown back in my face, just like what, the person had done in that conversation. And like, it definitely can be tough when you realize that these energetic boundaries, you have to like put them up with people that you actually do love and care about. But sometimes people are going through their own journey. They're going through their own journey, and maybe they just may be in a low vibe state, because we've all been there. Like, everybody has been in a space in their life where they're just like, you know what? I need to just focus on being happy in my life so that way I can spread happiness and joy to others. Otherwise, people who are very unhappy with their lives, it's very easy to tell, because you too, when you're around them, will leave feeling a little bit drained and you will leave feeling a little unhappy. And who needs all that? Especially as you are in your dream girl era, as you are in your, literally like you are ascending and you can see it, you can feel it. Those people will drag you down. And it's okay, just get to the top of your mountain, okay? Because it's your mountain. They didn't ask for you to be sacrificing to pull them up there with you. They didn't ask for that. You do what you need to do. The shadow side of the feminine is a little bit selfish, but that doesn't make it bad, because you have to focus on self-preservation in order to be of service to other people. And so, yeah, that is what I really wanted to share with y'all today, because as I embark and like further my success as an artist and now as a fashion designer, and I'm just working on so many things, expressing my creativity and my divine gifts in a way where I know it is helping and inspiring people. I was thinking about this the other day and I was like, you know what? I'm sure there are other women who are in the same space and just kind of figuring out like, oh wow, like I've reached a new level unlocked, period. Like, I'm in my dream girl era, but like, it's a little bit uncomfortable sometimes when you realize not everybody around you gets to come with you as you ascend. And that's just, it is how it is. Like, everybody has their different dreams and their different ideas of what it means to be their own dream woman, their own dream girl. And so you have to be dedicated and devoted to what you got going on. And the thing is, if you are part of this community, I love you so much. Because in all of my art, I seek to invoke the feeling of power, divine feminine power, and beauty and elegance, and just being very secure in the understanding that we are physical manifestations of God consciousness. So what comes with that is just an immense power. And if you want art to remind you of your divine feminine power, like some of the beautiful art around me in my studio right now, I highly encourage you to visit www.alarilifestyle.com, where you can browse the gallery of beautiful Afro-feminine original work created by yours truly. And also another special thing that I have going on with my company right now is you can become an insider. The Insiders Club, the Alare Insiders Club, is something I've just launched, and I will be releasing the first monthly publication next month in March. So sign up for free with your email and you will get VIP invitations to private curated events that I will be hosting later this year, as well as previews of new additions to not only the gallery, but also the boutique. And you get monthly access to our Insiders Club publication, where I dive into all things art, fashion, and spirituality. So I'm really excited to have you join, and I love growing this community here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the Alare Lifestyle community, and I will talk to y'all soon. Mwah. Bisu bisu. Bye.